Welcome in, welcome in, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to be back on this beautiful, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. Let's see. Hope y'all are having a good day. Hope you all are having a great, fantastic day, because I know I am. Hopefully all you guys can hear me properly. But how you guys doing today? Oh, I feel like I could shrink this a little more. It is a little out there. Actually, no, that's fine. Hello, welcome in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amon. What's up, Cowie? How's it going? We're starting late today, so we're going to see how this goes. I'm starting at 5 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully it's a little easier. Yeah, tell me if this is like too close for the camera. If not, I could just always like zoom back. But if I'm like right up in your face. But how you guys going today? My name is Amon. If you don't know who I am trying to win your life. Yeah. No, it does that. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. But today is Wednesday, September 3rd. Almost close to October. October is on a Halloween's on a Friday, so I'm super stoked about that. But other than that, a little personal news for myself, I guess. Today I just walked my dog. That's about it. That's literally it. I just walked my dog and just hung out all day and prepped. I prepped for real this time. I got some interesting stuff. I got some more artists to showcase to you guys. Hopefully we can have, a little more artists to come in and stuff, but yeah, so I'm excited for that. Give me a quick second real quick. Okay, so I know that weekend's coming up and I'm excited for it. Hopefully I have I don't think I have anything planned for this weekend, actually. Maybe I could do I don't know, maybe I can go hiking to do some more stuff. But welcome in. If I'm popping on you For You page, my name is Amon. I am trying to build an online art community for more artists to come on in to help support one another. And hopefully, if you are an artist, please, you can go ahead and send your artwork down into the queue right down below to this email right here if you want to go ahead and display any of the work that you got. We had a couple of cool artists yesterday sending some of their stuff, mostly music, which I always enjoy. So please, the more artwork that we can get, the more we can actually help support one another. So I hope you guys are all having a great day. And again, the queue is open, but if not, we have some topics we can go into. But I'm just going to wait in and see who hops on. I got to do some things real quick. But thank you for joining us. If you are new here, please feel free to send in any forms of art that you may have. All art is welcome here. So please go ahead and send in any works that you may have. All works are welcome here. So please come and join us and just hang out with us. You can also do that as well. Feel if free you want to send in any forms. But other than that, that's mostly it for me today. I don't think I had anything else that I wanted to do besides that. I don't think I'm doing anything in the evening time, but it's also been stupid hot recently here. It's been ridiculously hot for like no reason. So that's what's always been annoying, but we'll wait a couple more. I know I'm starting at a new time, so we could just go ahead and chill. But how are you doing? How are y'all doing today? Tell me a little bit about how you guys feeling, doing. Hopefully more people got a little bit more artworks going. But let's see. And again, if you are just now joining us, my name is Amon. I am trying to build an online art community, so if you can, please join. Send in any works that you can. And again, all works are accepted here, so all art submissions are welcome, so please go ahead. My name is Amon. Again, if you want to send in any of the works that you got, please do. What's up, Taylor? How's it going? And again, the queue is open, so if you guys doing good, still job hunting, LOL, but going to a fair tomorrow. Oh, that sounds pretty fun. Yeah, we just had the in July, we had the California State Fair. Also, there's a vintage shop fair thing on the 20th in Tennessee. Oh, okay. Yeah, we typically have a little we have a night market. Okay, yeah, of course. Also, too, if you guys have any sort of type of artist, hello, welcome in, welcome in. All art is accepted here, so if you have any art that you want to showcase and display, please go ahead and send it to the email down below. All art is welcome here, and if you guys are liking this, please go ahead and just share, like. The more likes we get, the more we're able to showcase our art to more people. But again, the queue is open, so the moment I get one, I'll go ahead and display the work. But please go ahead and share it in. But night market ? Yeah. The place that I'm at, we have like night markets at like 6 p.m. and all the way till 9, and it's vintage stuff. That's literally all it is. They just showcase vintage works and stuff, which is pretty cool actually. Now I think about it, I haven't been to one in a minute, but they're usually like very nice and stuff. But yeah, I'll showcase some of the works that we got yesterday. These were just some of the artists that sent in a couple of their stuff. This was by Brock Christie. They sent in, they're a photographer. They're actually in our Discord too. They're in our Discord. So if you guys want to go ahead and Yeah, we do night markets where I'm at. Why? Because I don't know. I don't know why, but yes, the queue is open. So if you guys want to go ahead and send it in, please go ahead and send in any works of art that you may have in order to showcase it. Whatever you guys may want. Again, please send it in. But this was by Brock Christie. He is also in our Discord. So if you have not joined our Discord, please go ahead and join our Discord down below if you want. So far we have like 45 artists in there, which is sick. So hopefully you guys can find someone to collaborate, work together, other things like that. But again, this is the photographer, Brock Christie. He's also part of our Discord group. Very nice works. Again, very sick. But yeah, he's also put some more stuff in our Discord. And again, if you aren't a part of the Discord, please go ahead and join our Discord. But welcome in all people. If you have any art whatsoever that you want to go ahead and showcase, please go ahead and send it in. We'll love to showcase it if you can. So and also too, if you are liking this, please go ahead and like the live. The more likes we get, the more we pop up on people's For You pages. The more shares that we get, the more times we pop up on people's For You pages. So the more the better. So just go ahead. The moment I get one, I'll go ahead and showcase it. But again, this is Brock Christie, one of the photographers that sent in some of their works this week, which was pretty sick. So also too, some stuff might end up in spam. So please just be aware of that if I don't receive it on time. But this was Jacob and Paul. This was another artist that's go ahead and sent in some of the work. They go by Crap You Don't Need on TikTok. But again, still very cool stuff. as well. Very nice vintage works. Well, not really vintage, but still very cool. Been enjoying it more and more, but again, the moment I get something, I'll go ahead and showcase it. Again, all works are welcome. My name is Amon. I am trying to build an online art community so that way artists can help support one another as well as feel supported, meet new people, talk to people, other things like that. So please feel free to come join us, talk to us, whatever you want. The more the merrier. So again, all forms of art is welcome. We had short films in here. We had music, poetry, lots of stuff. I had people recommend their friends' works before, which was pretty sick. So again, the more the merrier. Please come join us. The more we get, the more we can actually support one another. So let me see if I got anything in spam. No, I got nothing in spam. But other than that, like I said, not really anything else. This was a music video by an artist that we got yesterday. I can go ahead and play it for you guys if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. But again, I think I got a lot of good stuff for you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. Again, this is some of the work that they sent us the other day, which has been pretty cool. But I need more short films, you guys. Send me some more short films. Send it. Again, this is Rain 6 Lucy, if you guys want to go ahead and check them out. This was an artist that sent in some of their stuff. Again, all forms of art is accepted here. Hopefully, you guys aren't getting... Okay, cool. So please, if I am popped up on your For You page, please come join us. We are accepting all forms of art here. All art is welcome. I don't think they have anything else, but again, this is their YouTube page. If you guys want to go ahead and give them a follow and subscribe to their channel. It's called Volume a Little Hot. Okay, I'll go ahead and lower it a little bit so that way it's not as high. But again, if you guys are liking it, please go ahead, like the live, share the live. The more likes we get, the more we can share. I'll play something else from them. Again, this is Rain 6 Lucy. If you guys want to go ahead and give them a follow. I can lower it down a little bit. But yeah, pretty sick visuals as well. A lot of time and effort. Hello, welcome in. If you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in any forms of art that you may have. This was an artist that did, I think they do visuals as well as rapping. And again, please let me know if it's just way too loud too as well. I don't want to blast your guys' ears out. But currently the queue is open too, so the moment someone sends it in, we'll go ahead and check it out. So please feel free to send in some of your work. We'd love to showcase it. If not, it's okay too. You could just hang out with us. But again, queue is open. And if you haven't joined our Discord, please go ahead and join our Discord. We have a bunch of artists in there that have also showcased and displayed some of their work, which has been pretty sick so far. But oh, thank you, Luca, for joining the Discord. I don't know if you're here, Luca. Please let yourself be known, but thanks for joining the Discord. It's always cool to have more artists in there as well. But yeah, I know some of you guys, what's the fair? Cowie, what's the fair you were talking about? And while I wait for that, I can go ahead and try to... I'll also showcase some more work that we have also gotten in the past. Hopefully, this was another artist that went in. I guess it's a typical fair filled with food and rides. Yeah. Hello, welcome in. If you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in any forms of art. The queue is open. You can send it to the email right here below. Got some vendors that sell clothes, toys, etc. Okay. I don't know. I've always had the fair. Fair's like fun for like the exhibitions. I usually go because they have a lot of artist exhibitions, which I think is pretty sick. At least for the ones that I go to. I usually mostly go for that and then I just leave. I don't try to go rides because rides are stupid expensive there. It's like $20 for, and you can go on like 4 rides, which is, you know, and then also the rides are just like really really long for like no reason. But welcome in, Grave Robber. This was another artist that went ahead and sent in some of their work. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Just sent some recent works. Okay, would love to showcase it. And 2, if you haven't joined our Discord, please go ahead and join our Discord. Love to have more artists in there. The more we can help each other. The more artists we get, the more we can help support each other, the more awareness we can have. Alrighty, so we got our first one. Hopefully, Daniel, I'm able to actually find it. Because sometimes it ends up in spam and like sometimes it just takes forever to send. So they won't even let you bring in your own drinks. Gotta pay $5 for water, LMAO. Yeah. At least from where I'm at, it's like $8 for drinks. It's crazy. Water's not even free. Unless you go to like the water fountains, which is like in very rare spots, but I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but and again, if you guys are new coming in, please, yeah, no, it is horrendous. Especially for like Dasani. Dude, Dasani is the worst water. Dasani is like literal, like, just nasty. Oh, no. Actually, no. Arrowhead. Arrowhead is nasty water. I know water doesn't have a taste, but Arrowhead for sure has a taste. And I hate it with a passion. You have never heard of that water? It's always right next to like Dasani and stuff like that. It's at gas stations, but it's literally the worst water that you could possibly get. Daniel, go ahead and resend that. I don't think it officially went through. So if you can go ahead and resend the stuff. I'm not seeing it on here. It's usually pretty quick about that. Hey, welcome in. If you are new here, please feel free to send any works of art of yours. AI art is not accepted here. I will not take AI art. I don't support that in any way, shape, or form. But if you have any art that you want to go ahead and showcase, please feel free to go ahead and send it in over on the to my email, please. But hey, bruh, yeah. But I hope you guys are having a great day. People sent in AI art before. There was one that was like questionable. There was one person who sent in like something that was very questionable of it being AI art. It looked like AI art, but I don't know. That was like the only person that has ever sent in something that kind of was just like, it's bad. Yeah, it's not good. Oh wait, are you saying your art's bad, or are you just saying AI art's bad? I just saw a video. Maybe we could watch it, but I saw a video of a like a person going to their local fair, and then they were like, how many stands or how many booths we can actually get that has AI art, selling AI art. Yikes, I do want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Trying to resend it. Okay, great. Yeah, go ahead and resend it. Make sure you type in the email properly because sometimes it acts funny. So, but no, it's just like sometimes that like so they went to their fair or whatever, their local farmers market, and I think it was about like 4 booths selling AI art. But people that use AI for everything is insane. Yeah. I don't know. Old heads really, really love AI. Like just AI anything. They think Chat GPT is like the greatest thing ever to like ever existed. So which is stupid. Because it's like it's not good. It's kinda dumb. I get it for like using it for like writing papers and stuff like that, but other than that, there's really no point. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't, I don't know. I mean, I knew a couple of people who use it to write papers, which is fine. I think it's great for like skeletal work. They can't tell a difference. They do it for money, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly the old heads. The old heads would buy it. Alrighty, thank you, Daniel, for sending in that work. Really do appreciate it, man. Let me just do something real quick. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and check out this work. Oh, this is sick. So again, this is Daniel's. Daniel, I don't know if you have an Instagram or social media of some sort. Well, please go ahead and send in your Instagram if you can. If you can, send in your Instagram, and I'll love to showcase it. But this is some from my sketchbook. Oh, dang. So again, this is Daniel's. This is their work. Our first submission of the day. So thank you so much for sending it in. This is our first submission. This is sick. Off the back, I love your detailing. It's very, very, very nice. I can't really tell what it is, though. It just looks like a collection of shapes. I don't know if you want to like explain a little bit or not. Also, too, Daniel, if you have yet to join our Discord, please join our Discord. It would be pretty nice. But this is sick. Love having like amazing artists that just like surprise you, you know? But let's go ahead. Oh, very cool. And again, if you guys are liking this live, please go ahead and share this live. Invite your friends. I am also on TikTok and Twitch. So if you guys want to, please go ahead and join those two as well. But the more shares we get, the more likes we get, the more we're able to help artists get known for their works and their talents. And, you know, Cowie said that shit looks amazing. Holy. Yeah, it really does. Love this plane work too. You should this looks like a storyboard, to be honest. You should get into storyboarding. You really have like the knack for storyboarding. Like, oh, this is all pretty cool. Very, very nice. Do you color or no? Hopefully too, if we can get you in the Discord, Daniel, you can hop on and then we could just talk about your works real quick if you want to. But dude, this is nice. Like, this is crazy. And this is just in your sketchbook? Nah, that's crazy. I'm jealous. Yes, I do. I have some paintings. Okay. Yeah, no, this is crazy. Crazy good work. Oh, shit, yeah, I'm down to talk. Okay, yeah, hop in the Discord. You could talk a little bit about your work. I would love to have you on. And you can explain to everyone just a little bit about your stuff. I'll go ahead and be in the stream room if you ever join. Oh, sorry, I'm having a disconnect problem, so mind the noise. TikTok's being stupid right now. But yeah, join Discord. You can go ahead and join the stream room. Once you join the stream room, then we could talk a little bit about your works. But yeah, still really sick, really nice works. This one looks like it could be a horror. Like you know how they always have like the little children, like with the little now it loads. Just join. Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, they're gonna make you go through a bunch of prompts right now, so make sure you just check all that off, and then you can go ahead and join the stream room. Just let me know when you're in there, and then I can go ahead and have you in. But yeah, this looks like a horror painting drawing. Looks like, but I can tell it's a forest, but still sick. Also, Daniel, how do you say your middle name? Your middle name's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, give me a quickie second, real quick. My end's acting weird, so just give me a second. Alrighty, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Awesome, cool. Thanks for joining,
Sick.
Daniel. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I've seen your video about a while back. I was back in Italy. I was what was it? I saw your video about the art community, if I'm correct. And so this is pretty cool. Cool to meet.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Sorry, I just had to turn you up just a little bit, but
Oh yeah. I might have some mic issues.
yeah, no, all these works are sick though. Like, can you explain just a
Appreciate it.
little bit about this first one?
Yeah, let me reopen your stream. Sorry, I just closed it because or which one is it? I can just
It's the
explain.
very first one. It's like the blobs.
Oh, the blob thing. So yeah, I started that just out of random shapes, and I'm not the biggest fan of just like obscure or like non-representational work, but um I thought that with the, playing around with form
Yeah.
and, just those kind of things was like interesting. And I started using a reference of like some moldy fruit in my room. And so the more like decayed, the more I used it as reference.
Yeah. Yeah. No. How long did it take you?
2, 3 days, I think. I would just draw in like session after set, like 15 minutes at a time, and then walk away. And then like a day later, I'd be like, oh, like I can keep drawing. And then it wasn't like a
Damn.
very like how to say, like a big project that I sat down to do.
Yeah. Do you plan on coloring it or no?
Um, I don't think so. I think I kind of like the monotone and grayish. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to color it in. I
Okay.
think it's
And then
okay.
I'm assuming this was just taken. You drew this while being on an airplane or no?
I did, yeah. I was where was I flying from? I don't remember, but I was extremely tired, and for some reason I was like, let's draw. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and
So
it worked out just fine.
oh, that's sick. So do you mostly just draw just out of passion, or do you mostly just do it because you're just like bored, or you know, like tell me your thought
So
process.
I am a art student in a sense, and a musician. So
Mm.
I've been drawing since for forever. So um, I draw out of just like inspiration, like random, like when I was on the plane, I was like, I like this scene, so
Yeah.
I'll just imprint it quickly, or like express, like do my impression of it in this moment, and quickly just sketch it down. So usually that's the thought process. It's like if in that moment I'm like
Oh,
impressed
okay.
by it, or just like, oh yeah, I like the scene, and you know take my interpretation of it, or
Yeah.
my view from it.
Yeah. And then how long did this one take?
The plane sketch,
Yeah.
I believe like 20 minutes, because it was like while we were like waiting to start moving to take off. So
Oh,
and
okay.
it's a tiny sketchbook. It looks pretty large, but it's like that one was like a tiny little sketchbook. So
Do you
the
ever
distortion of media works.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm curious to know, do you ever just use it to like draw your dreams? Do you have like very visual dreams or no?
Oh yeah. So I think the one where like the faces with a bunch of music, bars and lines, that's from a dream, I think.
Oh,
or
dang.
like partially. So I would do that one right before I go to bed usually,
Hmm.
and a little bit after I woke up. And it wasn't like a intentional process, but it just happened to be that way because the that page of the sketchbook was open on my desk. So like, as I sat at my desk before I go to bed, I'd
Yeah.
draw a little bit, and then I'd wake up and I'll draw a little bit. So it was like bit by bit bits of dreams and thoughts culminated into like a page of sketchbook.
Yeah. Do you take commissions or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I
Uh,
mean,
is there
I
any
don't have
place where
a
people can hit you up or?
probably my email. I don't have any social media. I think I quit social media a while back
Oh, that's
because
awesome.
I try to like post like my art, and I don't know. I just got to like some point. I was like, it's rather useless. I don't know. That's my opinion, and it's a pretty radical opinion, but
No, no.
um, I got to a point. I was like, I just keep posting into abyss and an abyss, and rather making I could just make meaningful connections. Like for example, like this, like you know, meeting meeting somebody and explaining my art one on one, or um, meeting in a cohort of people rather than trying to post into an abyss of an algorithm, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Most definitely like social media is it's the best thing and worst thing that ever created because
Yeah,
you showcase your work and then it's like basically putting yourself into a lottery system. Like you might get
right,
popular, but then you don't build the connections with your audience that you want to build. So,
right. And then you become kind of trapped to like the whatever sells basically. And I mean
mhm.
that's been an issue for a long time, but like it's
Yeah,
literally
no.
just like
Yeah, most definitely.
whatever sells to the algorithm is like, oh, now that's my thing.
Yeah.
So
Grave Robber said, W, no socials. Me too. Too draining, and the algorithm works against artists. Yeah. It works against
yeah, quite literally.
creative expression, most definitely.
Right. It really isn't a creative thing. I mean, it's kind of marketed as like, let your creativity shine, but it's
Mhm.
like, no, just stick to whatever sells.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's awesome. And I'm glad you joined the Discord too, because,
Yeah.
like I'm saying, we want to get as many artists as we can so that way we can help build meaningful connections. And it's always sick to have someone with that same mindset, for sure do it.
Yeah,
So,
that 100% I kind of felt that way when I watched one of your videos. I was like, yeah, this is kind of what I've been thinking about for the last couple months. So
yeah. So
that's a great time
I'm
video.
assuming you're not an artist full time. If you're down, what do you do for like work or anything?
Oh, so I currently am just a student. I'm in the New York area,
Hmm.
so I've been going to art school. I've gotten a scholarship for art school, and that's been like how I've been just going by in life so far. For
Hmm.
work, I am a part-time bookkeeper, but it's not. I'm not trained for it. I'm just doing something just to make some extra cash on the side while I'm in school.
Okay. And then what do you see yourself and like what's your like dream? Your dream for all this.
Honestly, kind of like in a sense, in a similar fashion to what you're seeing as well as like, um, if I'm correct, like a change in culture eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to just be another artist that makes money and leaves and that's it. Like, I would hope that kind of like looking at the general scope of what's happening in the art world, it's kind of depressing a little bit.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
I hope to do something, and I know I'm not going to bring like a radical, polarizing change, but
Yeah.
you know, one like one art school at a time, one thought at a time, one piece at a time. I think you can start to build a community, like like what you're doing,
Hmm.
um, building a community that eventually becomes the norm. And there's going to be always a swing back and forth, and like you'll go too much one way and too much the other way, but
Yeah.
to be honest, I think the postmodernist era is needing a new push somewhere,
Yeah.
and I'm not particularly fond to just sit around and wait if something happens or it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in that. The first step is to create the group, and then you can execute what you can do. You got to create the audience first.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but thank you so much for explaining and hopping on with some of your works. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I just wanted to ask about yourself. How, what's kind of your vision for, the future of your channel or, kind of your project, I guess, larger than just the channel.
Yeah. So eventually, so like the game plan is, and I am making a video about it. The game plan mostly is that I want to try to. The first step is to start online, since so many people are addicted
Right.
to the online space.
100%. Yeah.
That is like literally the only way to create such a large audience in such a quick amount of time.
Yeah.
And then you got to try to convert them into becoming socialized, and then you can create from what is online, then start creating physical community. And that's what I want to try to do. So
Yeah.
so like creating chapters in certain areas with other artists, so that way we can help express each other, and then start doing social movements from that. But you got to start online
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference in our generation is that that's the kind of key, and unfortunately the problem is online. It's like we can reach as many people, but many people are addicted or almost like blinded by the online scape.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. And the only way to actually like escape that is to, play the system. So you have to
Yeah.
play what attracts people, which is why I think the best way to attract people is to showcase other artists' work and get that sense of, you're not alone. You can go ahead and share your work if you want to share your work. And the more work you share, the more confident you feel about your work, as well as meeting other people.
Right, 100%. I mean, I think, like, if we look back in history, that's how it happened. It's like,
Mhm.
let's take for example, like the Impressionists during the Romantic era. It's like it took 1 to 2 artists to simply be like, oh, like,
Yeah.
I've decided to not paint it the regular way, but like try to paint the color the way our eyes perceive it, and then like, they were definitely shunned, and then like bit by bit they were accepted, and now it's like a staple in the art world, like, oh, an impressionist. But
Yeah.
back then it was like, you rogue, or like it was almost seen as like kind of trash, like, it's unfinished work, it's not really anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, 100%, like it is a slow movement, but it does grow, and it does eventually come to some sort of culmination.
Yeah. And also too, I feel like especially when it comes to the arts don't specifically get a I guess like a sort of type of look, because a lot of times it's very much like oh, art people, yeah, they kind of get like the
Yeah.
belittlement of it all.
Right.
So I feel like that perspective needs to really get changed in order to grow. And again, that's just by building a community, and then eventually you can get, the average Joe who just, is not really into the arts, but now sees this as like something like, oh, maybe we do need this.
Right.
Mhm.
I think, like, to your point of like the average Joe becoming, or like interested in the arts, and beyond just arts, I think culture
Yeah.
is the main idea. Is, for example, I was in Europe for a year studying, and it seemed that more average people were quite interested. And I don't know, I don't want to make any like profiling or any like discernment between the two, but I don't know, just the culture is embedded with arts, music, and literature and poetry, and you can go on and on and on. I think unfortunately in America it's kind of like shunned a little, because it's like, oh, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. No.
It's like we have pop music for a reason, and we have pop art for a reason. So,
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's we live in a very hyper consumeristic, late capitalistic society. So
100%.
yeah. And so that's the reason why art reflects so much high consumerism, or which we're about to get into later today. I want to showcase pieces of like what is art and what really isn't. But
Right.
but yeah, no, art is a huge reflection of society, and when society is bad, art becomes more unfortunately more creative as well as more dream spacey as well, because
Right.
it's like escapism a little bit.
Right.
So but we gotta retransform that into not being escapism but a better future of realism, if that makes sense.
Right. Right. Kind of bringing hope into the world through some sort of means, and I mean not just like blind hope, but upliftment, and I don't know, like I hope I'm saying the right things.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. But
But yeah, just before I go, I just wanted to ask, what's an artist you like or you've been recently like
uh
just enamored or
an artist that I more recently like, I'm more into like the filmmaking scape. That's like my art.
okay. Yeah.
I love filmmaking. I've been loving movies, screenwriting, and stuff. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't
Yeah.
think of an artist at the top of my head of like which ones that I've been really enjoying. There was this, I forgot her name. Shaharu Ito. She does like this really cool like string art. It's really
yeah,
really sick,
yeah.
and it looks like spider webs, and she uses red strings in order to showcase her creativity
I
and
think,
stuff.
yeah, I
So
think I've seen a little bit, but I'm not very familiar.
yeah,
But I wanted to suggest, if you're gonna look at other artists while you're waiting for other submissions, a great artist, I can probably type it in the chat later.
yeah,
Lucien Freud, I don't, maybe you know him, and then great portraits, great figure painting,
yeah.
and for kind of like a video to watch, or I don't know, just kind of like personally, I've been like really liking this guy, the Yearbook Committee. I don't know, have you heard of him? He's
No,
on
I have
YouTube.
not. Yeah,
Check him out. I think you might like him. I mean, I don't fully always agree with everything he says, but I think he's pretty cool, and he does happen to be a film graduate, so
oh, that's sick.
there is yeah,
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 go ahead and type it in, and then let me know if you have links to any of their stuff too. Send it in the Discord, and then I could go ahead and pop them up for sure.
perfect.
But thanks
All
for coming on, Daniel. I do appreciate it,
Of
man.
course. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Is there
thanks
any
so
like
much.
socials you want to leave or anything? I know you don't have socials, but your email.
My email is the best way to contact me.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
all
Well,
right.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
I
much.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yep. And again, that was Daniel. Thanks again, Daniel, so much. I do appreciate it. Hopefully, Daniel can leave like their email into it. But it's always nice. And again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any art that you guys may have. The more artworks we get, the more we're able to expand and help support one another. So please, please, please. Alrighty. Again, that was Daniel. So thank you so much, Daniel, for sending it again. And also, too, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to join the Discord. You can join it right here. So far, we have a lot of artists, 45 artists. Actually, no, now we got 50, I believe. So the more art that we get, come on in, come join the Discord. Please feel free to send in what you like. Thanks again, Daniel, for having that talk. I always love talking to other artists, for sure. Alrighty. Our next one is Henry Paget. This is Busy Art. They've been on here before. They are a 7th grader or 8th grader now. Oh, okay. This is some of their videos. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and check that out. They are a 8th grader, and this is just some of the works that they have done before. It's always nice to have Busy in here. And again, if you want to go ahead and send in your artwork, please, you can send in any forms of art. It could literally be any art. We had films before, songwriting, not songwriting. We had music in here, films, screenwriting, anything like that. Please go ahead and send it to the email down below. But this is Busy Art. Again, they are a 8th grader. They have sent it in before, but they do a lot of comic book stuff, which is again crazy work. So their TikTok handle is Busy Art. If you guys want to go ahead and send that in, if you guys want to go ahead and hit them up. Again, if you have not joined our Discord, please feel free to join our Discord. I'm a huge Spawn guy, so this is automatically like my favorite. I literally love Spawn so much. So this is sick to have, and honestly, I'll probably buy it off of you. But this is cool. Like nice detail works. Yeah, some more Spawn stuff. Like, yeah, this is sick. Yeah, I love Spawn as well. Yeah, no, that's great. It's just really cool. Really nice work. I do appreciate it. And again, this is busy art. The red coloring looks amazing on Spawn. Yeah, it does. You can color it very well. Hopefully, like I said, you should, like I said, Busy, you should most definitely get into comic book drawing. Learn how to draw all your own characters, and then you can go ahead and do color book drawing for sure. But again, it's pretty sick. Thanks for saying this in. And this is also just pretty cool. I'm assuming this is on digital as well, but nice. And if you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and join our Discord. We have a bunch of artists that you guys can go ahead and showcase for sure. Nope, all traditional. Okay. All drawing. So thanks so much. Let's go ahead. Now, we're going to go ahead and switch it up a little bit while we wait. And again, feel free to send in any forms of art that you guys may have at any time. It's okay to send repeats too. Well, not repeats, but like more artwork. If you already sent in your artwork, please go ahead. May I send some posters I did? Of course you can. Yeah. Send in any posters that you got. We'd love to have them on here. We'd love to showcase them. But let's go into our next one. Oh, well, we're going to change pace a little bit. We're going to go ahead. Thanks again, Henry, for saying that in. But I want to showcase this artist of the day. This, I try to find an artist so that way you guys can help know new artists that are popping up, as well as just, art, expand your art knowledge just in general. But this is an artist that we found. Let's go to, this is Miss Van. Let's go ahead and delete that one. This is Miss Van. This is just some of the work that they do. They are I believe a graffiti artist. This is just some of the works that they showcase about them. But yeah, this is just some of the work that they do. Very weird, traditional doll type looking. I can probably read this because it is kind of far away from where I'm at. But it says, Miss Van, also known as Vanessa Ellis, started wall painting at the age of 20 in 1993, initiating the feminine movement in street art, organizing from Toulouse, France. And having spent most of her artistic life in Barcelona, Miss Van has traveled the world painting her instantly recognizable women on the streets, as well as on canvas. She had exhibited extensively for decades worldwide in Europe, USA, and Asia. Miss Van's recent artistic pursuits have taken her to Los Angeles, Miami, New York, San Francisco, UK, which hallmarks a recent return to street art after several years spent solely painting in studios, charging the new works with increased depth, emotion, and an elevated romantic darkness and delicacy. Her iconic, sultry female characters reappear in sensual yet dark animal mask and evolving environments. So that's just some of the work that she did. We can go ahead and watch this. This is meeting her.
I almost never use French title, but I'm French, so I thought it would be somehow exotic for Los Angeles. It refers to
and again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art that you may want to send in, and we'll show it after.
The arts in Paris, Montmartre, at the beginning of the 20th century, the muses, the painters and the poets meeting in the same place and just having fun and being creative. And it refers also to my 30 years of painting. So I kind of I felt like a little bit of nostalgia, and when I started to work with Mary Kanofsky in 2006.
We're gonna go ahead and skip
2005.
a little bit, but if you guys want to go ahead, this is just some of the work that she starts to showcase
Actually,
right here.
keep the
Very nice. And again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art
all the
that
first
you may
line,
want to send. But
working in transparency, just going sharp on the faces.
very cool.
And then just flowing. So I'm more interested in the movement and the motion than the proper technique. Here I
And also
mix,
to
also
Arthur,
with
please
some
let me know
other
if you sent in your
paintings.
work.
So sometimes I was going like very sharp.
Oh, you
and
did?
detailed,
Okay, cool.
and then I got bored, and then I wanted to just flow more. So I was just alternating. And my very last and my favorite is this one.
Wait, you think you
So
might
it
have a
looks
mural
like
of her?
unfinished, because I was really trying to
That's pretty
do the
sick.
background that wasn't supposed to stay. It was supposed just to give some light. But then I really liked the yellow, so I kept it, and then just going sharp in the middle.
Gosh, her use of color is just so good. She painted something in a
And,
city near me. Oh, that's sick.
And keeping the first lines.
Lucky,
So,
actually.
Working on transparency,
You could have met her.
layers, and giving life to the painting. I'm always trying to keep some movement, and I want my characters to
Like
feel
her
alive.
symbolism's kind of cool.
I think also I'm more into
It's a cool thing
introspection.
of Europe. Everything's near. Yeah.
And how can I say? Like just trying to give more inner life to my characters, give some aura. I don't know if you say aura in English. Aura.
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 That's cool.
um,
How's your day been?
just
My
trying
day's
to
been
find
good.
the spark,
We're just watching an
the
artist.
magic. It doesn't happen
Miss
all the time,
Vaughn.
but sometimes I feel
So,
like it's happening. But
Again,
after
really
30
cool
years,
pieces.
I know that it's not happening all the time. So I kind of like the idea that even if I have a lot of experience, I'm not gonna make it right or succeed each time.
That's
So
true.
When the magic happens, I'm just happy, and I'm just observing it and feeling lucky actually. And then some other time.
Honestly,
Um,
I feel like that can be
just,
the artist's
continuation.
greatest like strength
So here also I
is
was
doubting
trying to
yourself
keep,
and whether your work is
the
actually
sketch,
good.
The sanguine, I don't know how you call this color.
Because
We
the
call it
payoff,
sanguine
especially if like
in
you know you finally get the praise,
This color.
could be like just so
Pastel
rewarding.
color to sketch nudes, for example. So I really like to use this color as a sketch.
But Arthur, you should
because
most
then
definitely
all
see
the
if you could try
colours are
to like see her in
contrasting
person.
really well. So I was trying just to put a little bit of color, but not too much, working as if I was working on a paper, just like watercolor effect. Very light and organic feel on those two.
This reminds me of a. This reminds me of another artist that went to a university that I went to. She also did like not of women, but they did. She did fetuses. Yeah, and she did like weird like they weren't like fetuses. They were like in the shape of I think like mushrooms or whatever. But like she kind of did that same thing where it was just kind of like she did like a whole lot of pieces of those. It was actually pretty cool. And this is all that it's reminding me of. Maybe I can find out who that person is and bring them in.
Then those ones are my last ones. They just appear this way. I don't know. I wanted to work on the nest for a long time, and the hair. I use the hair for many years. I have a fetish with the hair.
Ooh, that'd be so cool. Sounds interesting. Yeah,
symbol
it was pretty sick.
Femininity and
I think her Instagram was like strawberry something. She probably still in Barcelona, so maybe one day, yeah.
I can give to the hair. They using them as an outfit or just to cover the body a little bit, and they just adapt to the shape of the body. This is what I like most.
I don't know. As cool as they are, I feel like I would get kind of
those
scared if they were
drawings
hanging
are
up in my
not
room.
From now, they are from this year, last year, maybe 2 years ago. So I kind of like to see all them.
Like imagine
together
waking up in
because
the middle of the
they have
night
different-
and then seeing all
they
that.
have a different vibe, and I can remember the period of time. I don't draw much actually. I don't sketch, but when I draw, I actually go really into details.
And again,
But
if you are just now
same
joining us,
as-
please feel free to
same as
send in
with
any art that you guys
painting,
may
I really
have
try
to this
keep
email down below. We'd love to have
the rough
showcase some more of your work.
sketch and all the movement and the flow and make it like vibrant. Yeah, all the emotion is in the drawing actually. It's the first line and the last line.
Yeah. Still really cool artist. That was Miss Vaughn. If you guys want to go ahead and check them out, this is some more of their work right here. They have an entire website just dedicated to it. If you guys want to go ahead, it's called ArtNet. Just of the works of hers, Miss Vaughn. But again, all really like I feel like this is what AI tries to copy when it comes to artwork. Like, this is just some of the works that she does. It also kind of gives like storybook-esque. I don't know if you guys ever read the story of the Three Little Pigs, the wolf's perspective or whatever it's called, but there's a children's book that kind of does look a little bit like how this drawing is, but still very cool. Yeah, I feel like this is exactly what AI tries to copy. So that was Miss Vaughn. Again, if you guys want to check them out, please go ahead and check them out. We do have another submission. This was Arthur's. They sent in some of their design work. Thanks, Arthur, so much for sending it in. Again, you guys can't see it on the screen, but below it says Choose Life, which is pretty sick. So this is just some of the work that they went ahead and sent to us. I never actually seen Trainspotting. Is it good? Is it good or no? It's a really good movie on addiction. Oh yeah. I mean, I would expect. Yeah, it's one of the movies that I gotta watch. I forget the main lead's name. Obi-Wan Kenobi. But why can I not think of his name? Ian McGregor, right? Am I crazy? If you like Trainspotting, I would say something similar is Shallow Grave. You should watch it. I don't know if you have, but Shallow Grave is pretty cool. For sure. And also a great representation of the state that Ireland was at the time, I believe. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because weren't they going through like a drug addiction, like a drug pandemic or something like that? I don't know. Well, that's pretty sick poster. Again, here's some more work. And if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art. I accept all forms of art. I had music, bunch of other stuff. So please go ahead and send it in. Correction, Scotland. Okay. I like the simplicity in this one. I had never actually played a Final Fantasy. Actually, no, I take that back. I think I played the remake of the second one. I don't know. But this is a sick poster. Very magazine-esque. That one, it's to try and mirror a magazine cover. Okay. Honestly, it's just you could add a little more pizzazz. I don't actually have a lot of magazine covers and stuff, but I've been wanting to get some. So that's pretty cool. Welcome in, Baby Solo. Nice to see you again, dude. Hello. If you got any more music too, go ahead and send it in. But thanks for joining. Thanks for everyone who's joining us right now. Please feel free to comment, say how your day's going, whatever. I would love to chat with you guys. Would love to know what you guys are up to. That's always fun. So, but the JPEG Mafia. I think Arthur, the only critique that I may have for this, I don't know, because I know sometimes people don't want to hear critiques, but this is the feeling that I get. I just feel like you could add something else, you know? Finna send one? Okay. Yeah, I just feel like you can add something else to it, you know? It's still cool. I still like it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. This is a cool newspaper. But still, I think my favorite one is this one. I think this one's cool. Yeah, I'm open to critiques. Yeah. No, that's great. I feel like a lot of artists could sometimes just feel like okay, I'll go ahead and play it. I just feel like a lot of artists can be very it's the first ones I've done. Okay. It's still very cool. I feel like criticism can be very for artists very hard, because they're just so passionate about their projects or whatever. So when you try to give them any sense of criticism, they just blow up on it. But still, I think I can give you the feeling. I can't give you the particulars, but the feeling is that I feel like besides the first one, I feel like you can add more. That's my feeling. So you can't grow without criticism, though. Yeah, no, 100%. You can't grow. You need criticism in order to justify what you or improve on what you're doing. Justify and approve, So, but thanks, Arthur, for saying that, and do appreciate it. If you have any more you do in the future, please go ahead and send in some more. Would love to showcase it. And if you are just now joining us, I'll keep that in mind on the next ones. Okay, yeah. Hello. Welcome in. If you have any art you want to display, please go ahead and send it in. If you haven't joined our Discord, please also join our Discord. We have a bunch of other artists in there. The more artists we get in there, the more we can actually help support one another and each other. So please go ahead. Hello. Nice to see you. Okay. Thanks again, Arthur, for saying that in. Do appreciate it. Our next one is a musician. This is Baby Solo. They are also a part of our Discord. So, again, if you haven't joined our Discord, please join our Discord. They are also a part of our Discord. So, they sent in actually quite a bit of music. I know you're not on anything, right? All right, I think you're on SoundCloud, but you don't like how your SoundCloud is you don't like the songs that are on there, which is understandable, but yeah. Okay. So this is some more of their music. This is Baby Solo.
I just wanna get to know you better. I just wanna know the real you. 'Cause every single time I'm under pressure, you're the one that always comes through.
And again, please feel free to send in any work that you want.
shit so hard.
You said everything gon' be alright though.
It's oh my bad.
Seen too many rest in peace without eyes closed. It's on my mind every day. When will I go?
If it's echoing, guys, you guys gotta tell me. I feel like I was playing the video on an echo.
Now, you ever woke up that feeling in your body? You can't walk outside the house, too antisocial. Well, yeah, probably. Straight my heart way too damn much. I cuss them off. I said that proudly. I gave my arm when they had handouts, so why the fuck they doubt me? Keep interactions to a minimum. My bipolar makes
It's good now? Yeah, I fixed it.
in general. And I think I felt the max pain, seeing my bro dying from my face and told to have faith.
Who's your producer?
They know that feeling is OD. I took a break away from the street so I can try to find my peace.
Or do you produce them yourself? You? Oh, okay.
It's amazing, so many smiling faces when they take release. I can't
Welcome. If you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art. All art is welcome.
But I'm trying to show my greatness. I guess I'm school done stuck around, cause I can simplify equations. If I sense a snake around, then I'm gon' distance from the fake shit. I guess aggravation is a culture now. If we talk about all the problems that's in society, we get vultured out. The economy is so fucked up, when shit goes up, we don't notice how. Only 17, they don't give a fuck, they'll turn their back and say figure it out. Now
Do you ever get political on your songs at all, or no?
Kids that's in the streets, right around the streets with a deuce. Start popping pills and drinking cause they think it's lit, they missing love. Would've saved a couple lives if y'all would've stopped and gave that kid a hug. I get that feeling in my feet. I'm trying to take out to the moon, but realize bro ain't here with me. Please, Lord, hear
We
my
gotta bring
wounds
back
for all the ones that
being
rest
more
in peace.
political in
I stayed at
songs.
that clock for hours, hoping that
100%.
that shit lie.
Kinda like
I ain't
Bob
get that
Dylan-esque.
call for hours, so for hours I just cry. Yeah, my heart be hella heavy, don't top out with all my mind. I just sit back in my room, smoke a blunt straight to the face. Let this music be my therapy, it's helping with my brain.
I really like that starting sample. Yeah. Have you ever just tried to just get into producing? Like just selling samples and stuff, or no? You should. You can make a lot of money just selling samples and just keeping the best ones for yourself. I'm pretty sure that's how Metro Boomin and Travis Scott got discovered. Because I think same thing with Kanye West actually, but you know, Kanye West is terrible. But no, Metro Boomin, I believe they were also selling beats. And then they got picked up. I forgot by who. But that's how Metro Boomin got discovered. Same with Travis Scott. I think he was just selling beats online and then, you know, hi. What's good? Hello. Hello. If you're just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art to this email right here. All forms of art are welcome. So the more the merrier. Sorry, give me a second. But yeah, yo, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. Been more focused on working on the stream and stuff like that. But other than that, not really much. Also, too, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in some more of your work. Wasn't it Future who exposed him more? I'm unsure about that actually. Can't stay long today. Just wanted to drop by to say hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, you just dropping in is enough. You know, I love the support, even if it's for a couple of seconds. It's always nice to have more people in here. But I don't know whether or not it was Future. But But yeah, no, you should most definitely sell your beats. That can most definitely work. Now, to change the pace while we still wait, and again, please feel free to send in any forms of art. All art is welcome. Please do not be afraid. Whether it's good, bad, please just send it in. I wanted to showcase this because I actually got upset about this. They took down Stream East. I was so angry. I also like how they say illegal, largest illegal sports streaming. Bro, I was so angry that they took this down. Stream East is what LeBron uses, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, they just showcase sports. That's it, sports streaming. But I've been on it I don't know whether or not I've been on it, but such a good website. And then they finally took it down, and I wanted to show. I also wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think about pirating? Pirating certain forms of art. I wanted to ask that question because I think that personally for me, when it comes to pirating, I think pirating can be important sometimes, especially if the creator is bad. Because like I think it's most apparent when it comes to music. Music is like the biggest one. Because as mentioned before, some creators just do bad stuff, and I think the best way to, and sometimes sometimes the song isn't really compared to it. Sometimes the song, is just a good song, but like, I guess I just wanted to ask, like, what do you guys think of piracy as well as separating? Culture should be, it's justified. Culture should be accessible to everyone. Yeah. 90% of the time, it's justified, in my opinion, especially if you can support artists in other ways. Yeah. Also, too, I wanted to ask, what do you guys think about the separation of the artist to the art? So, I know especially in more recent times, we have had more people do bad things who are artists. So I believe if it's a stupid price, it's justified. Yeah. I think that piracy could be good. It just depends on what it is. If you're doing it for like legitimate reasons, then absolutely, yeah. If you're pirating for legitimate reasons, like as in, like you don't want to support that creator, you don't want to support that company, you don't want to, basically going against any like major corporation, I feel like it's 100% justified. Please pirate Nintendo software, yeah. Like Nintendo, it's criminal, especially with Nintendo stuff. Especially for how much they're asking for video games and stuff. It's ridiculous. I think the only time piracy hurts is when it's for individual artists and small creators. That's when I feel like it hurts the most. That's when you should like support them and like pay for them. But if it's mega corporations and stuff like that, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. And sometimes it's just extreme. It also, too, it's just expensive, too, sometimes. But, yeah. I believe that, yeah, piracy is needed sometimes. And as well as when it comes to the artist versus the creator, the art versus the artist, I don't know. I see it as like a child, like the artwork itself. Sometimes the parents are bad, but you got to separate both of them. But if you are also joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in any forms of art to this email down below. But yeah, the arts and the artists can be separated. I know there's just some good music that is also have bad creators. So I also feel like piracy is needed for that. Sometimes like certain companies do terrible shady stuff, so piracy for that is also kind of needed. but I want to hear your guys' opinions. I know I heard a few, but please feel free to tell me what you guys think about this. I used Stream East before, but like to read this article, the biggest illegal sports streaming platform in the world has been shut down in a piracy sting, according to multiple reports. Stream East, which reportedly accumulated 1.6 billion visits across 80 different domains over the last year, was busted in a joint operation on August 24th involving the Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment, ACE, which is a coalition of media entertainment companies and Egyptian law enforcement officials. So they're basically separating art from artists really hurts me. Yeah. That's understandable. So basically this Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment only comes in because, of course, sports companies are losing all that money, and so they're most definitely going to take it down. For sure. I mean, it's funny to call it the Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment because I guess they mostly just support big corporations and back them up the most. And again, I guess this is also to highlight that they don't support, local artists or even when it comes to uses of AI as well. So, and again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in any forms of art that you may have to this email down below. I don't believe we got anyone, so the queue is open if you want to go ahead and send that in. But yes, I think yeah, especially when it comes to sports too. ESPN's like monthly membership is like $60 or something like that. I know it's like some. I don't think it's actually 60. I think it's like 16, but it's some ridiculous price on top of like paying for other subscription services, which is why I have started to like switch to physical media, because I think physical media is the true way to actually own entertainment pieces. But yeah, I don't know, but I just thought this was a tragedy. It was cool for the moment we had it, and then LeBron leaked it, and then everyone went to it, and then it got taken down. So, I mean, even if LeBron is using it, I think that kind of says something. But another one that I wanted to switch into going over, I don't know, is in lighter news. In my country, if you want to watch all the games of your football team legally, it's about 500 euros per year. How much is 500 euros in dollars? Sorry, I'm a stupid American. I'm assuming it's expensive, which I find ridiculous too as well. Someone made a good comparison. I saw on YouTube the other day. They said that artists, it's like $490. Dang. I mean, that's food. You can have some food, But I saw the other day, I saw a YouTube video of how streaming services are basically just cable television. Like, you're paying the same price in cable television as you are. It's crazy you have to pay this much for one team. It's not even for one team. Like, when you pay for the services, like, you get all the sports channels, but still it's just like why, like, just pay for cable television, you'll get like the same things, because like it's sports, so sports is mostly live and they're mostly showcasing it on cable anyways. So like, why do you need ESPN unless you want to watch it in like 4K or whatever? But even then, I don't think it's worth it. But to move on, in lighter news, this is in the SF area. I don't know if you guys are from there, but again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art that you may have. I am trying to build an online art community. All arts are welcome here. So please, please, please send them in. If you haven't joined our Discord, please also too join our Discord. We are growing every single day. So please join the Discord as well. But again, this was another thing. So this is an SF. There was a theater called the Clay Theater, and it is to be restored and revived as movie house amid Billionaire's Upper Fillmore revamp. So this was a theater. I think this theater was like 120 something years old, even before that. This theater been around for a long time, but yeah. There were fears in the last few years that the 112-year-old Clay Theater in Pack Heights would be substantially or completely demolished as part of one wealthy man's vision for upscaling the already upscale stretch of Fillmore north of Pine Street. After Landmark Theaters, which previously operated multiple cinemas in San Francisco and now only has one remaining at Opera Plaza, ended their run managing the Clay, the venue's future looked uncertain. I bet he probably kept it because they were protesting it. Or he just doesn't want to seem like a bad guy since it's like only one more left. But yeah, this is But yeah, the theater had in recent years been known for midnight screenings of Rocky Horror Picture Show and The Room, and its final screening before closing in January 2020 was Rocky Horror. Then in early 2024, we learned that the Clay had been purchased along with multiple properties along Fillmore Street between Pine and Clay Streets by a mystery buyer who we soon learned was billionaire venture capitalist Neil Mehta. I don't know. Do you guys think that this is a productive use? Of a billionaire? I wonder why it was a mystery buyer. But I don't know. I mean, it's good that they're preserving a theater like that, especially such an old one. And again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send your artworks to this email. The queue is open. But why can I not think of the name? What happens when not convert a neighborhood? Why can I not think of it? It's why can I not think of it? It's not converting a neighborhood. Flipping? No. It's when rent goes up. Why can I not think of it right now? I don't know. It'll probably come to me, or someone can just tell me. But again, this was a theater that I wanted to showcase, and I don't know. I just find it interesting, for sure. I think it's weird how a billionaire is flipping this entire neighborhood. It doesn't seem like it has good intentions behind it whatsoever. But I do like the, I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But you were gonna send more. Okay, yeah, we'd love to get some more. But again, if you're in SF, if you want to go see this theater, it's 140 years old. Especially a theater that old is kind of crazy. But I mean, it's still cool. You know. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase that one. I thought this was pretty good. For sure. And again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art that you may have. All art is welcome here. So if I'm popping up on your For You page or on YouTube, please feel free to join us. Send in any forms of art that you may have. We already had 2 submissions. We're going to receive one more by another artist who have also sent it in before. So please. And if you haven't joined our Discord, please join our Discord. Our Discord is right there. Just screenshot it. But yes, please feel free to join. For sure. So thank you to everyone watching. And again, please like this live, share this live. The more we share, the more we like, the more we can have more people in, the more we can grow as a community as well as a channel and get more people in. So thank you so much. And again, we got some more work by Baby Solo. Jeremiah, thank you for sending it in. Dude, just make an album at this point. To be honest, just send the album. Unless these are all like unreleased stuff that you haven't made yet. But yeah, honestly. Oh, dude, you didn't need to send me a heart. Thank you. Yeah, you should just send the album. Or just make the album. Honestly, go to our Discord. Hit someone up on there who makes like who shoots photos or does graphic design. I know other one does graphic design. Just hit them up, and then you can go ahead and they should go ahead and do the work for you and just pay them like, I don't know how much they ever ask for. But thanks, Baby Solo. Again, thanks for the fingers too as well. You didn't need to do all that. I do appreciate it. When in doubt, send it to the artists that are on here too as well. But I do appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go ahead and listen to their music again. Share the live, like the live. The more we share, the more likes I get. The more we're able to help showcase other forms of art. But thanks again so much for the finger hearts. I do appreciate it. But let's go ahead and play their song, Must Be Nice.
Hey, yo, you. You ever had that one person? They tell you you mean the world, and they just disappear.
Again, share this live to your artist friends. If you want to help support more artists, please go ahead.
For me to come home to a man at my bed. I know you said you sorry and trying to hear it again. And I know I did some shit, don't mount to things that you did. I know I said to leave, but I ain't think you'll take me serious. I know you young with open mind that make your ass so curious. But you all on other guys like this shit an experiment. We've been distant for a minute, and I'm hoping that you feeling it. Like you had niggas in my bed. I had to keep telling myself to forget. Like everything you said.
Yeah, just make the album.
Down the drain, it mean nothing in the
You already have like a shit ton of songs. You might as well just make the album right now.
Guilty. You decided to fuck me over again. And it must be nice to have that person.
Sorry for the mess up. This is Unmixed. Had to send some the ain't to mix so you see the difference. So, what's up, VLS Spider? What the heck?
It's like Hunger Games outside, so I pulled you in real tight. You the controller to my game, baby. Fucking with my brain,
Honestly,
baby.
I can't hear the difference between an unmixed one or another mixed one, but
so the demons that you had, but you ain't gonna meet my mom's, a damn sure ain't gonna meet my dad. But you told me not to trip. You everything I had, but every time I turn around, you stab me in my bed. But I'm so tired.
Drop something in the Discord. I don't know if it worked.
Of all the games that we in, when I'm done for real. Like it is what it is. Don't let me catch you with that nigga. That whole car gon' get flipped. Now it got me feeling stuck at home, writing poems in
Oh, Baby Solo, yeah. Other ones in here. So I don't know if you want to hit him up for graphic design work. You could.
Get the message, baby girl. I just got your tone. Must be person. I would give anything to have one night.
Yeah, I received it. Thanks, other one, for sending it in. And again, if you have any artwork, please feel free to go ahead and send it to this email down below. I accept all forms of art. If I'm popping up on your For You page, please come join in. More artists we get in here, the more we're able to help support one another. So that was, again, Baby Solo. Bro, gotta download a Windows activator. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it. It's kind of stupid, but so we can go ahead and our next one is Other One. Thanks, Other One, for sending it in. Always love hearing your guys' stuff. Thanks, Baby Solo, for sending your stuff in. Always like hearing your guys' stuff. You guys send so many singles. You guys might as well just make an album and just send me the album. Alrighty.
The fuck is all this talking about? Chalk him out. Dog, you ain't even barking loud. The heart you thought you found is not allowed. Big Don.
This is you?
Off days,
Other One? Or is this a feature?
Never phased by a drought.
Still need the collab, Other. Yeah.
Pharaoh on his wrist got a maze in the face.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
We ain't saving days. We ain't holding yay perfect prices, basically.
This is Other One, an artist, if you guys want to go ahead and support them.
One big scale, two big bells, let's see. It's right in front of me. If I'm frontin', I'm front of me. Breaking down that herbal, that purple, all in the green. Give one red and two blue shits if you don't believe. I ain't starting them apartments, I served at the school first. Giving teachers good work, they said good work, and never had bad work.
And again, if you guys are liking this, please share the live. The more artists we get in here. It's unmixed, I'm about to jet. Okay.
So unprofessional. The stethoscope is not supposed to go inside your throat, but I'ma let her go ahead with the head. Had to let her know the big heads up. I need
Man, Don is such a good rapper.
Cut all the motherfucking beds up. Sleeping on these racks is the cause of my bad back. Are you joking? Don't you see what I'm toting? Back. This my nighttime in life. The same cat that they aim at.
Not from the live. I'm leaving for Vegas soon and couldn't mix it. Okay.
Asthmatic, leave a bastard gasping for breath. Mad tragic, rappers asking for death. Make your heart suffer massive arrest. You've been led astray, I've been led to invest. Leg gon' connect with your chest. I'ma be bigger than beef, bigger than heat. Caught in my office, no office of speech. All of my partners be walking on beats, don't be talking no shit unless you talking to me. Shh, don't talk, we call it right speech. Open the pit, better up the AC. Spit glowing, my teeth is 100 degrees. Growing it's like a disease, got something for everybody. I know I've been killing it, do me a favor, don't get in your head about it. I've been a minute, stick to the premise, I'm getting some bread accounted. Without a shred of doubt, I'm about to be rich. But right now, it's a negative amount, cause life is a
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, my bad. I don't know why I stopped it.
gas by hot fuzz. Waiting for the day I stop being cautious. You sit back, relax, you say that it's all good. They wanna bring the world back to TV land. I just wish that it was how it is on TV land. They wanna bring the world back to TV land. I just wish it could be how it
I like
is
how
on
simple the
TV.
beat is. Did you guys freestyle or no? Oh, the last part that got skipped gets political. Okay, wait, we gotta go back to it then.
Are you joking? Don't you see what I'm toting? Back. This my nighttime in life, the same cat that they aim at. I clap that click clack at his back with the last track.
Asthmatic, leave a bastard gasping for breath. Mad tragic, rappers
Because
asking
I'm
for
unable
death.
to not
Make
get
your heart
political.
suffer massive arrest. You've been led astray, I've been led to invest. Leg gon' connect with your chest. I'ma be bigger than beef, bigger than heat. Caught in my office, no
We'll listen
office
to
speech.
again
All of
since
my
it got
partners be
skipped
walking on beats,
accidentally.
Don't be talking no shit unless you talking to me. Shh, don't talk, we call it right speech. Open the pit, better up the AC. Spit glowing, my teeth is 100 degrees. Growing it's like a disease, got something for everybody. I know I've been killing it, do me a favor, don't get in your head about it. I've been a minute, stick to the premise, I'm getting some bread accounted. Without a shred of doubt, I'm about to be rich. But right now, it's a negative amount. Cause life is a bitch. See, if you've been fed lies, you'll be surprised when the truth hits you. From a Mississippi boy with some tooth missing, camel through the needle's eye. No, I'm not a true Christian, but I'm Christ-like on my new mission. Turning all the TV, all I see's a bunch of lies. If we really love freedom, we would be in Palestine. If we really love freedom, we would liberate Tibet. If we really love freedom, children would be put to death. Every time we see behind the lies, they try to stop us. peaceful protest, gassed by hot fuzz. Waiting for the day I stop being cautious. You sit back, relax, and say that it's all good. I want to bring the world back to TV land. I just wish that it was how it is on.
That was clean. I do like it. That was good. Honestly, I feel like you can get more political. Get way more political. Go out there. Get Bob Dylan type level political. Do it. I feel like the hardest form of like writing is trying to say what you want to say without meaning, or no, without saying it straight up, I guess. I feel like Bob Dylan was really good at like doing stuff like that. A lot of metaphors. Soliloquies. I think I'm saying that right. Soliloquies. You get the song? Yeah, I got the song right here. I just had to rewind it because I accidentally skipped on Other's part. But thanks, Other, so much for saying that in. That was nice. I do like it a whole lot. Thank you so much. Bet my email just be tripping. Yeah, no, you're good. No, I received it. But is direct. Yeah. No, you do need to be direct. I was just saying that's just a hard like form of writing, is trying to say what you want to say without being so apparent about it, you know? Or like, I don't know. But it was still, I enjoy the song. Again, you guys are a really good duo. You two collabing together. But so we got Baby Solo again. They sent in another song from their other part. So we can go ahead and listen to it again. Thank you so much, Other One. Thank you so much, Baby Solo, for sending in. But this is their other work. This is called Parables. Oh, it's probably echoing again. Give me a second.
These folks got to hear this shit saucy. This blood wine inside my cup, we call it a red rum. I'm from a part of the city, gave us breadcrumbs.
Other One said, "Ship me something solo, I'll hop on." Oh, that's sick.
Men's, that's supposed to be your men's. Morgue City, we came in with choppers all up in our hand. Leave him shitty with this 50. He got hoes all in his pants. She gon' suck my kids up, be hella full before we land. They been teaching kids the wrong shit. To live your life, no sacrifice. Your ass gotta stay locked in. No pot to piss, ain't rice for dinner. We ain't have no option. Straight line, keep head to the sky, so I be optic. Gotta change your ways or they gon' cycle through generations. If you don't change, then your kids gon' be just like you. Or gon' be just like your family. Teach your son what not to be around or it's gon' damage him. And that shit is true, this world is cruel, but you gotta get a grip. Live in Morgue City where it's dangerous. So
also, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in your artwork. All arts are welcome here.
This blood wine is
the hell?
my cut, we call
it. I don't know why it stopped.
Duck and dodge, hit that corner with so lit on. We so tired and fed up. Men's, that's supposed to be your men's. Morgue City, we came in with choppers all up in our hand. Leave him shitty with this 50. He got hoes all in his pants. She gon' suck my kids up, be hella full before we land. But I'ma keep on pushing, give a fuck about what they say.
Welcome in. If you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send in any forms of art that you may want to showcase.
10 a piece, that's what I spent on guns, so why would I tussle? Be lackluster in the mix. Worried about what another man doing. You always on my dick. I got that car the other day.
Also, too, please like the live if you guys are liking this. Go ahead and share the live. The more artists we get in here, the more we can help support one another.
But I'm so tired of taking losses. Thought this shit was a myth. This blood wine inside my cup, we call it a red rum. I'm from a part of the city, gave us breadcrumbs. Duck and dodge, hit that corner with so lit on. We so tired and fed up. Men's, that's supposed to be your man's Morgue City. We came in with choppers all up in our hand. Leave him shitty with his 50. He got hoes all in his pants. She gon' suck my kids up, be hella full before we land.
Be hella full before we land. That's a bar. Well, thanks, Baby Solo, for saying that, and do appreciate it. Always like getting more of your works here. And again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to send in any forms of art. All art is welcome here. We had some other previous stuff. Again, thanks so much for saying that. And now, to move on to a different topic, while we wait for some more, I wanted to pose the question to y'all again. When does art become art, and when is it just being like a normal image? You know, I wanted to pose these questions because these are art. I found this. These are more like art. I can't think of it. Art paintings that were shown, and I wanted to pose the question to you guys of what you guys think is, what is art and what can actually be considered as art, if that is something you guys want to get into. But these are just some of them that I thought were interesting. I think these are all famous works of art. And I honestly do want to know your guys' opinions about these because I don't know. They just I feel like sometimes it's just the name that gives it the popularity than like the actual work itself. Because I do believe that artists' creativity do kind of artists' names do kind of help promote it. But this was just some of the artworks that they have had. But I want to know your guys' opinions about these. What do you guys think? I honestly don't consider them. I don't consider them as like forms of art, but like honestly, I think like some of these are just okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty cool. It's like cool as nails, but as like works of art, I don't know. And these are just mostly just objects too as well. So please let me know what you guys think about this. I just think it's kind of funny. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. This was by designer Richard Malone, based in London, and I was commissioned by MoMA to create a prototype of what jumpsuits could be. The jumpsuit is a sort of uniform. I find uniforms really interesting. What happens if I hit play?
I'm Richard Malone. I'm a designer based in London, and I was commissioned by MoMA to create a prototype of what the jumpsuit could be. The jumpsuit is this sort of uniform, and I find uniforms really interesting, especially when it's something that you wear every day. My background is around working class uniforms, and I was always quite aware of the difference between what uniforms ask of a woman and what uniforms ask of a man. I like those ideas of a very unisex garment because it feels a lot more modern and contemporary, and I think we're at that point where people are buying and wearing things from either category. It doesn't really matter because the fit is what's inevitably important. When I make these twisted shapes, they come from me drawing a kind of basic shape around my body, and then I would cut into it and build on it. I came across. So
they're
this
already
guy
commissioned
in
to
North London
make a
near our
piece.
Studio, and he had all these leftover acrylic yarns that nobody wants. But with these recycled acrylics, you can do these graphic effects that you don't get from anything else. So it was using this vintage way of knitting, but then trying to make something really contemporary. The shape in front of you is something that's completely machine washable. It's really thick, hard stitching that will hold together, and it's something that's going to last as well.
That's kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of cool looking. But I don't know. Like this is just boots too. Like when does it become art? I want to know what this one is.
You can imagine the stress when you want to create a shoe as never seen before. You go a little bit crazy. Then my memory went back to the day we went to Tokyo.
This is
for
the
the
Ninja
first
Turtle
time,
shoe.
When we have seen street workers in their flat cotton tabby shoes. I thought, okay, why shouldn't I do like a soft tabby shoe but on a high heel? And then the idea was born.
I am Linda Loppa. I'm a consultant for fashion. I was always also in fashion education. And what you see here are my personal tabby shoes. I bought them in the early days.
I don't know. Is this
when
art?
Martin Margiela came out with those
Yes or no?
amazing collections.
Please comment yes
They
or no.
are
Is this art?
inspired by the Japanese tabby socks. The tabby socks from the 13th century were made to step in sandals. Martin Margiela spent a lot of time to find a good balance between the
Is this
high
art,
heel
yes or no?
and the
What do you guys think?
proportions of the shoe. And because they were so unique, he kept on putting them in his later collections. He made sandals out of it, he made flat shoes, casual shoes, more elegant shoes. When I was wearing them, people were a little bit shocked and skeptical. Is it beautiful? Is it scaring? Is it aesthetically interesting? The tabby shoes make you feel a bit different. Your attitude, your pose, your way of...
I don't know. She's kind of glazing it a little too much. I don't know about that. But tell me, is this art, yes or no? I mean, it's literally just... I've seen these shoes. I've seen like a similar shoe like this before where it was like very much like the separated of toes or whatever. But I don't know. For me, I wouldn't consider this art. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's just simple. It's like painting a square, you know? It's just like how a square can be considered as art. But yeah. I don't know about that. Let me go on to the next one. Like, this is also interesting. Would you guys... I want to hear a little bit about this.
I always say to people that queer history is as old as human history, because we've never not been here. And when you're feeling quite isolated and alone, this flag is a beacon. My name is George Benson, and we're here to talk about the rainbow flag. This flag is from 1978, and it's the original design that Gilbert Baker made in San Francisco.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Who was the first openly gay elected official in California, went to Baker saying, we need a symbol, we need something visible for us to be seen. And Baker knew that a flag was perfect for that. The original ones were 30 feet by 60 feet. He gathered about 30 people at the...
Okay, I consider this one as art.
...in San Francisco, and there was 20 people ironing, 4 hands going through the sewing machine to make these flags. They made it in a way that reflects the diversity of the community, its shared values. Each color represents an essence of the human spirit.
Yeah, the story behind the piece could...
Pink, which means sex. Red, which means life. Orange means healing. Yellow means sunlight. Green means nature.
No, this is art.
Turquoise means magic. Blue means serenity. And violet...
The shoe one was not art.
...means spirit. In 1979, they had to drop 2 of the colors. Pink was dropped because it's not very good for mass production. Flag companies have about 24 colors, and hot pink is not one of them.
Dang, I didn't know that.
They dropped turquoise because it was in the middle and would get obscured. So we're losing sex and magic, which is such a shame. But he knew that this had to be mass produced. Getting it out there into the world was going to help our community.
Dang. Again, too, if I'm popping up on your For You page, please go ahead and leave a go ahead, send in any forms of art that you guys may want. All forms of art are accepted here. But That was nice. I do like this. I think this one is art. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one. This is unfoldable cubes.
Hello, I'm Hella Jongerius. I'm a designer. I really believe in the power of experiments to make us look at the world in new ways. To achieve that, you first have to unlearn all the things that we think we know and organize our world differently. The unfoldable cubes are multi-layered constructions woven on a jacquard loom. I used a blend of paper yarn in yellow and light blue. We use paper because it is flat, so it folds nicely. And with this paper yarn, we create stiffness for the structure. And then we engineer certain gaps with loose yarns that we cut open on some parts. And therefore, you can unfold it. So this pop-up feeling. The photovoltaic strips are these flat, shiny black tape. If the natural light hits the strips, then the object will close and open, fold and unfold like breathing. That makes the feeling that the piece comes alive. But because it's in the museum, there's not a lot of daylight.
This is like one of those pieces that would be cooler in person.
Textiles and weaving is a craft that we know for a very long time. Fast fashion created a moment that we are losing our knowledge, and that's why I wanted to work on textiles again and try to find a way to lift these old crafts into a future. We are all aware about the problems of the planet, but we can't stop using textiles because we wear it, we live in it, it's everywhere.
Yep.
That's why we need to try to find new ways.
That was sick. What do you guys think? Is this art? Yes or no? That was a really cool piece. I think it is. I think it's one of those pieces that do look better in person. Oh, this one's actually kind of cool. So, this is called the Mine Kefin Wind-Powered Deminer.
There are more than 110 million landmines buried beneath the grounds of 70 different countries. They often injure or kill civilians. To address this problem, Masoud Hassani devised a detonator called Mine Kefin. Here's curator Paola Antonelli.
That's pretty cool.
Masoud grew up in Afghanistan, and when he, his brother, and their friends would play, sometimes they would make these paper toys, and sometimes these toys would roll onto minefields carried by the wind, and they could not be retrieved anymore.
Oh, dang.
So that remained in his mind, and he decided to transform these toys into mine detonators. The mine detonator looks almost like a beautiful dandelion and is made with a central core that is molded plastic, so very easy to make everywhere in the world. And then these stems that are of bamboo, also an easy material to find and to grow.
That's so sad.
Little feet are made
But
of
it's so
plastic.
cool.
And once pushed onto the minefield, the object is heavy enough to detonate a mine, but light enough that it can be carried by the wind. And when the mine explodes it explodes only in parts, so parts of it can be reassembled into a new Mine Kefin. It was really
dang.
about making it available everywhere in the world at low cost and very easy to deploy and to fabricate.
That's sick. That's actually really cool. It's also like a useful part that people like can help and stuff like that. That's sick. Sad but cool. For sure. Let's go over to our next one.
Designing is about answering the right question. The whole system was designed from the point of view of the driver, and very important, obviously.
Is this art, yes or no?
Legibility. My name's Margaret Calvert, and I'm a graphic designer and typographer. I worked with Jock Kinnear on the UK road signs in the early 60s. What you're seeing is a roundabout sign, which is white on green, and the route numbers are in yellow. The colours are all chosen to be the most noticeable from a distance. The thickness of the stroke in the diagram is related to the importance of the road. So minor roads were thinner and major ones were thicker. And
Dang.
they have no arrow at the end. It's just pointed. So simplicity was what we were driving at. The most important thing about the whole system was the upper and lowercase lettering. Place names all used to be in capitals. But in capitals, you have to read each individual letter form. Whereas in upper and lowercase lettering, you read the shape of a word. So there was an enormous advantage of using upper and lowercase lettering, and there was some opposition, but in the end modernism won.
Again, if you are just now joining, please feel free to send in any forms of art down below if you guys want. Right now we're watching artist pieces that were just recently given to Mona.
If it works for you, then hopefully it works for a larger audience.
I don't know, graphic designing is one of those weird well, actually, no, it's not really that weird. I wouldn't say it's like a weird art form. But, I don't know, when it comes to like certain stuff like this, it could be iffy sometimes. I feel like this type of art form is very very different. I don't know, it just makes me think of like just marketing. That's why, because graphic designing is just so inherent to marketing. So it's hard. I mean, it is an art form, but I don't know. I can't put it into words. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but here's his next one. It's more of a craft because of its functionality. Yeah, that's true. I can most definitely see that. Here's another one. It's called the Frankfurt Kitchen. Yeah, I think the more of its use, is dependent too as well. I think it kind of does throw like the artistry out because of its usage for something. So, but this is the Frankfurt Kitchen.
Here we see the Frankfurt Kitchen, which was designed in 1926 by Greta Schutte-Lehoczky, part of a massive modernization program in the city of Frankfurt.
Germany, after World War I, was undergoing a housing shortage. The chief city architect for Frankfurt developed a plan for 15 new housing estates. Schutte-Lehoczky was the only woman who was part of the architectural team, and she was tapped to design the kitchen. She looked for ways to make women's life and labor easier.
To optimize efficiency, she fitted in all these very neat space-saving, labor-saving features like the drop-down ironing board, which rests on the sink or is clipped against the wall. She was using industrially produced features like these fantastic pull-out aluminum pouring bins for storing goods like
So it's basically like a Swiss Army
the
knife
floor
kitchen.
is covered in linoleum, warm underfoot, easy to clean, hard-wearing, cheap.
And then right next to the stove, there's this spice rack, this idea of this relationship between where the stove is located and where the ingredients are located. It was all about
Right here.
How do we create a maximally efficient space for the modern housewife to work in. The kitchen is a space where I spent a lot of
That's
time
kinda
as
cool.
a child, and it's also a place where my grandmother and my aunt went from cooking for their families and turning that into a profession to live independently of the strictures of male-dominated society.
That's cool. So yeah, it is like a Swiss Army knife kitchen. That's sick. But again, the queue is open. If you are just now joining us, please go ahead and join the queue. You guys can showcase any forms of art. All art is welcome here, so please feel free to send in anything. The queue is open. We had so far had drawings as well as music. So please feel free to send in any forms of art is welcome. Also too, please feel free to let us know what your thoughts are, what we could switch up. But appreciate it. Appreciate everyone who is watching. I do really enjoy it. But to continue onto it, that's pretty cool. I love how supportive it is. And again, if you guys are liking this live, please go ahead and like the live as well as share this live, because the more shares we get, the more likes we get, the more we can actually pop up on more people's For You pages and grow our audience the more and the more. So that was the Frankfurt Kitchen. We can go on to our next one. This is called Warning Stripes. That's
all
interesting.
Experience climate change through extreme floods or heat waves or wildfires, and nowhere is safe. I'm Professor Ed Hawkins. I'm a climate scientist at the University of Reading in the UK. What you see now are the warming stripes, which represent the changes in global temperature of the planet from 1850 up to the present day. One stripe per year, with blues for colder years and reds for hotter years. You see very clearly the change of colours highlighting the very rapid warming of our planet, especially over the last 50 years or so. The reason we see that rapid warming is purely because of our emissions of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, primarily from burning fossil fuels and deforestation. So on the 21st of June every year, we have our Show Your Stripes Day, where we encourage people from around the world to use this graphic and talk about climate change. We have weather forecasters using these graphics, buses painted with the stripes,
That's cool.
bands using them at festivals. I've seen the Pope with the stole coloured with the stripes. The future of the stripes is not yet written. We can make choices today which will stabilise global temperatures and mean that the stripes don't get even darker. It requires individuals to make different decisions about how they live their lives. It also requires companies and industries and politicians to be brave enough to take the difficult decisions. We all need to have these conversations to talk about the risks we face and the choices we're making to respond to those risks. So I'd just love to see the visitors to MoMA take this graphic, use it in a creative way, share it with your family or friends, and I'd love to hear about the conversations you have.
That's sick. I don't think it really it's mostly all blue until it starts to, of course it starts to increase, but that's still, it is a pretty nice, still a pretty nice piece of artistry. But I feel like it's just so simple, it has a lot of deep meaning to it, but very simple. This was, see, I'm like this. Is this? What is this?
My name is Nifemi Marcus Bello. I'm an industrial designer based in Lagos, Nigeria. The For the Community by the Community hand washing station was designed in 2020 during the pandemic. I started speaking to different colleagues in the medical sector in Nigeria. A lot of the hand washing station solutions weren't able to go from ward to ward. Health practitioners would have to leave a room to wash their hands. But with this hand washing station, the idea was that they would push it to spaces where it's actually needed. The hand washing station's main frame is made out of tubular steel that was inspired by a locally made cart called the Merua that supplies water from a central system to various houses or institutions in Lagos. Underneath the hand washing station, you'd see 250-liter kegs. The one on the left is supposed to hold clean water, while the one on the right takes the wastewater in. On the top of the hand washing station is the tap. We realized that germs were actually easily spread when medical practitioners were touching surfaces. So there's a sensor just below the tap. Sustainability was extremely key. So the idea was if a part is damaged, it can be easily replaced, and that station is easily broken down when the life cycle of the product has ended.
Wait, what's this little thing on the side then?
I studied design in the UK. I came back to Lagos thinking that some of the tools that I had learned could bring heavy change into society. But I'm realizing that design can't be an agent of change without the right policies in place.
Okay. I mean, is this art though? No. But still, I mean, it's still pretty cool to have this. So, but what's your guys' thoughts? I'm honestly really enjoying this. I do really like how it's very informative of what they're like just doing in general. They're all, I wonder if they had a theme too. That's also curious to know about. But
I think I'm quite a visual learner, and so I like making visualizations of things. So I'm Professor Ed Hawkins. I'm a climate
there's another
scientist
global
in the
temperature
UK.
one.
What you're looking at now is the global temperature spiral, which I developed in 2016 to show the rapid rise in global temperatures over the last 170 years or so. Our reliable global temperature records start in about 1850. With the global temperature spiral, we see lots of variations in temperature up to about the 1930s or so. After about 1970 is when things really start to accelerate.
Thank you for liking. And again, if this is popping up on your For You page, please go ahead, send in any forms of art. All art is welcome, so please do not be afraid.
Those changes in temperature
Send it in.
cause other things to happen,
Please, please,
such
please.
as the sea ice and the ice sheets to melt. And we see increased heat waves and heavy rainfall events as well. I think one of the reasons the animation works is because it tells a story. You're seeing the changes being relatively small to begin with, and so you get a sudden surprise at the end when things spiral outwards very rapidly. That surprise makes people watch it again and again and again. I was really rather shocked at the popularity of it. I just put it online and didn't really expect to see anything, and suddenly everyone's messaging me to say how helpful it is. I chose to study the climate because I understood that it had real impacts on people, and I wanted to do something that had a direct relevance to society.
Yeah, but is it art?
We face enormous risks from the fact that our climate is changing, and we need to take some pretty large actions to respond to those risks, and they need to be well-informed decisions to make the best possible response.
So I'm assuming that the 1850s is all the middle part, and then as it goes up, it's bigger and bigger. Interesting. I think this is, so far, I think my favorite ones, since that was the last one. We can go ahead and exit out. Honestly, I think my favorite ones out of all these is, of course, the mine. This one was good. I think this was like top. Like if I had to pick top one would be the mine bomb or whatever. And then the kitchen, which I thought was pretty sick. The Swiss Army knife kitchen. And then the flag. I think honestly those three were my top 3 favorites. All the other ones were interesting. I don't know. I guess like, does functionality really consider, like if it's functional, is it really considered as an art? Or no? But again, it's very dependent. Every answer is different, which is crazy to actually think about. Everyone got different, tastes of what is like actually good or bad art. But we do have another one. This is by EGAP Naval. That was sent to us. Hopefully they're here. Sorry for making you go through all that. I wish you would have told me that you sent in some stuff. Thanks EGAP for sending it in. This is another submission. EGAP sent in some stuff before. Oh yeah. This is the lanterns. Yeah. Okay. Finally, they sent in some more of their lantern work. Last time they only sent in one, but this is MCM Print Design. If you guys want to go ahead and give them a follow on TikTok. They make lamps out of I believe they're in construction or whatever. They use old materials from their construction yard that they have. MCM, I wonder if you're here. If you're here, please let yourself be known. We'd love to We'd love to actually talk to you if you're down to actually join on Discord too. We'd love to have a chat with you if you want. But sorry, I just had to check this out real quick. Okay. But this is some of the work. This is MCM. They usually just come in, drop by, and then just dip. But again, really cool works. Sorry about that. It's just TikTok being stupid. But again, this is some more of their works right here. And also, too, thank you for everyone who is watching. I do appreciate it. Really, I do appreciate it a whole lot. Hopefully, we can have more and more viewers come on in, showcase some more artwork. Again, the more artwork, the better. So please, 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 if you haven't sent in any of your work, please do. But just to highlight, this is MCM print design right here. This is some more of their work. Also, welcome in. If you are new here, please, my name is Amon. I am trying to build an online art community. So please send in any forms of art that you guys may have. We'd love to showcase it, display it, anything. So thanks so much for joining. But again, this is MCM. They use some of their, I believe it is a construction yard that they use. MCM, I don't know if you're here, but I'm glad that you sent in more stuff. Yes, this is the lamp that they also use, that they also make. Like, it's just really, really cool stuff. Hopefully they can actually have the time to actually drop in and like talk about a little piece of their works. But really, really awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get all the copper and stuff scrapped from the job. Okay, yeah. Do you want to hop on? You can join our Discord and hop on, or even on TikTok, and we could talk a little bit about it if you're down. It'll be nice if you could explain a little bit about the pieces that you have here. If not, that's also too okay. I get it. So, because I know sometimes it's harder to describe some of the works that you may have. But like, yeah, really cool lanterns. But yeah, if you're on the Discord, you can also just hop in the stream room and just tell me, and then I can go ahead and we go and discuss about it. But like, lovely work. Love your uses. I want to know, like, what type of material do you use for this? Like, especially for like the designs, like, are these pre-created? Oh, at all. So
hello, Mr. Amon. What?
What's up, Bren? You're on the live right now.
Hello, hello world. Hold on, let me hop on the actual live right now.
Don't really know how to use the Discord stuff. Okay. Yeah, you can also, if you want to as well, MCM, I can invite you to TikTok guest if you want to talk about it.
The lag is wild. Oh my, wait, what's this?
Is it? Yeah. It's block prints on paper for the lampshades mostly. Okay. Wait, give me a second,
Yeah,
Ren.
that makes sense. It looks great. Okay.
But MCM, do you actually want to hop on? Because I can actually send you a invite too as well if you want.
Ooh, Discord invite.
If you want. It's entirely up to you. Me and Ren can interview you if you want. But
yeah, absolutely.
But still really nice. Really do enjoy it. A very like cyberpunkish, like Matrix-esque type lampshade.
Looks like a computer chip, and I think that's really neat.
Yeah, it does look like a computer chip. I don't know. What's your thoughts, Ren? What do you think?
I think that it looks like a really well done motherboard. I love the way that it's put together, and the colors look great.
Yeah. Yeah, your nice use of coloring as well. I don't know how long you've been actually doing this before, but MCM. But again, this is like still really nice pieces of work.
Yeah, really stellar work, MCM. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but thanks again. I think honestly my favorite one. I don't know, Ren, which one's your favorite one, but
I actually didn't get a chance to look through all of these because I haven't been on stream. So
I'll show them. Thanks. Not long, like maybe 2 years. Okay. Look, so these are all the ones that MCM sent us, which was nice.
the red one and the green one, they both look really nice. All of them look really well done, and I think they're all really well put together.
Yeah, all of them are all really, really nice. Honestly, I think my favorite ones out of the two, and I don't know if you sell them, MCM. If you do, please let us know. But I think my favorite one is honestly this one. And then I'm a huge fan of this one. Like, this one's sick. So, Ren, when are we going to get more animations too, by the way?
All right. I actually am working on an animation fundamentals club at my school. So I'm working on a promotional material for my indie show.
Okay. Yeah, send it in whenever you're done. But
I'll send it in whenever I get the chance. Anything that I have a work in progress of might get sent in.
yeah. Okay, yeah, most definitely send it to us. Let me see if I can go ahead and send a invite to MCM, see if they want to come join. For sure. And Cowie's still here. Thanks, Cowie.
You just reminded me I should totally work on that.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. MCM, I sent you an invite if you want to go ahead and talk. If you want to go ahead and join for a little bit. Hopefully it's not, there's no echo, but yes, Ren, send us.
There is an echo if you're watching on stream.
Oh yeah? Okay. I'll go ahead and fix it real quick. There it goes. But
Thank you.
yeah, Ren, go ahead and send us some more send us some more animations if you could. I know we have your giant.
Yeah, let me look through my stuff. I might look for older stuff.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. But yeah, thanks MCM. I don't know if you actually do want to hop on or not, but thanks so much for sending them all in. All really good. I don't know if you do commission work. I don't know if you want to explain it real quick, but yeah. I know it could be a little while to respond, but yeah.
I have to grab stuff off my animation software.
Yeah, how long does it take you to animate too, by the way?
It takes between a couple days and up to several months. I think it took me 7 months to complete one because I got really bad art block once.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all pretty interesting, I say. I got some that I haven't shared yet, so I'm sending those in.
Oh yeah? Yippee.
Yeah, one was like a collab, and then there was like a couple others that I haven't.
Yeah, a collab with who?
With one of my friends. They're really good at their work, so yes, I highly recommend checking out their work if I get the chance to figure out.
Yeah. What's their artist name?
They just call themselves Cindy.
Cindy? Oh, okay.
They're super cool. They're super cool.
Are they on the Discord?
They're not. I'm like sending 3 things in. One's new and then 2 are old.
Okay. Oh, sorry for the... There we go. All right, yeah. Always love to have more animations from you, Ren. I always think it's so cool.
Yeah.
And this is also the very first time I'm talking to you, too, as well.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
Yeah. It is
Alrighty,
a little
sending
wild.
these in now. They have been sent.
Okay, cool. What made you want to hop in?
I saw you on VC and I'm like just chilling right now and I just wanted to scare the crap out of you or something. Get blinded. Ha! Love that.
Okay, so this is Conspiracy by Ren the Animator. It's not long, is it? Or
No, they're all really short. They're all like within like 20 seconds.
and then do you use After Effects for these or no?
I'm the one who does them in Flip-A-Clip, so I'm the one in blue for this one.
Oh, okay. And then your other friend Sydney was the in the other one.
Did
correct?
it light motion,
Yeah.
so she was the red.
Oh, okay.
And then the other 2 were done by me.
Have you ever like actually like took the time and actually like draw like color them and everything, or no?
I have done a couple colored ones actually. In some of my in my portfolio work, there's a couple colored ones in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta send it in. Also, too, you should make a website so that way you can display all your portfolio work. And
I'm also working on my senior projects, so it takes a little bit.
yeah, most definitely. And then you mostly do just short animations, right? You don't do anything long.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your thought process while making these?
I do some that are like a few minutes, but it takes a long time to put things together. Actually, I have like 3 works in progress right now because I got lazy and I take a little while to do stuff all at once.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, I forgot I can turn on my camera right now. I can probably show you.
But yeah, it just takes a while for everything.
Please see it. Please face. Here's the school iPad that I use.
Oh, so you use your school iPads to do all this?
Yeah, I lost a lot of my works recently because I had to turn stuff in, so I lost 3 years worth of work.
Oh, dang.
So these are my 3 newest ones. None of them are completed. This is my newest work, which is the one I was talking about, being the animation fundamentals one.
Okay.
So you guys can see my progress here.
Yeah. So do you not have like your own like drawing stuff or anything like that, or no?
I either draw on this phone that I'm recording on right now, or on this.
Oh wow.
So the phone is much harder. I did Conspiracy and Mimukawa
Yeah.
on my phone.
Wait, what's Mimukawa?
It was the pink one that I sent in just now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the collab and the pink one were done on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whitish one was done on my old school iPad. I still have a bunch of my old work on this iPad though.
Yeah.
So I can probably check them out right now.
So what exactly do you want to
I have
like?
76 videos.
What's the dream? Like, what's the end goal for all this? Like, what do you want to do?
I want to be an animator when I grow up. I've been animating for 7 years, and I'm working on an indie show right now, even to like an indie show pilot.
Yeah.
So I'm like hopefully hoping that like some of my better works can be put into a portfolio, so then I can get accepted into like CSU LB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. What made you get into animating?
I don't know. I just watched a lot of animation memes back in the day, and I was like, I want to do this. This looks cool. This looks fun.
Yeah.
And so I learned how to do it.
Oh, that's so cool. Self-taught too. Have you ever seen the Hamilton?
Everything I've learned was self-taught. I had to it was trial and error.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen the Hamilton like the edits, animatics for those?
I have seen the Hamilton animatics. I grew up on those animatics, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds awesome. It's always cool just like get into the mindset of like, and I'm assuming you haven't like started like your own projects, right? Or I mean,
the indie show is kind of like my biggest project right now. We're currently in the script writing, and I'm working on entering that film contest that you sent in.
Yeah.
I have barely anything regarding the script, but the voice actors are going to be ready whenever I need them to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what you actually do with that. I think it would be very cool. I'm also going to join into as well into that short horror film contest. And for the people who are watching, the short horror film contest is called the Jacob Owens contest. So if you guys want to join, it's completely free if you're into film or anything like that.
And it has $45,000 worth of prizes. So join. It'll totally be worth it if you like. It'll be worth your while, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working on a storyboard for episode 4 or 5 of my indie show, and that's what I'm going to be submitting.
Oh, okay. Do you have a link to the indie shows at all or no?
It's not ready yet. The episodes aren't out yet. It's currently in the writing stages of the pilot. So
oh yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a really we've been working on this intensely since December-ish. So it's been like it's a labor of love. It's been taking so long. I think I got the outline done back in July, and it's kind of just like all working in on itself. It's all coming together.
Yeah. Well, that's so awesome. Thank you, Ren, for joining us and hanging out. It's always good to have someone from the Discord just to come join and hang out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I do appreciate it. So, but thanks again for so much.
Of course, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I'll see ya. And
I shall see you soon.
See you soon. Yeah.
Blah!
That was Ren. Thanks again, Ren, for doing that. I really do appreciate it. So, but again, if you are just now joining us, please feel free to go ahead and send your stuff into the queue. I do appreciate it for anybody who wants to go ahead and do any of that. But if not, I did go a little bit over today. I was trying to see if I can go for a very long time, but again, I think the 2 hours is pretty good. I'll be on tomorrow if you guys want to go ahead and join me tomorrow. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us and has sent in their work. Again, please share the live. Please share it. You can go ahead and send me works of art through this email if you guys want to. But thanks again so much. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow.